The ping pong ball grazed the blind man's face. At that moment, he turned and launched a powerful return into the air, accompanied by a roar like that of a dragon. The ball landed precisely on his opponent's racket, but in the very next second, the opponent's racket ended up with a huge hole. Everyone present was left speechless. No one imagined that a blind man could play ping pong. The truth was, the blind man had once been a world ping pong champion. But after defeating the top player, he became the target of revenge. On his way home, he was attacked and left blind. Since then, the world champion disappeared, and a blind beggar was seen collecting garbage on the streets. One day, while searching for food in a dumpster, he was beaten by other beggars. Fortunately, the owner of a ping pong club who happened to pass by saved him, grateful that the blind man had once saved his life. The blind man started working as a janitor in the club, but that day, while cleaning, he overheard a match being played at a nearby table. With his incredible hearing, he noticed the man was nervous and commented that his serve was weak and he would lose the point. His words sparked laughter. They told him a blind man couldn't even see the ball and continued playing, not taking him seriously. But after a few exchanges, the man lost the point again. The ball rolled to the blind man's feet. Instantly, he knew the opponent was strong with his backhand, but weak with his forehand. So, he advised the player to add spin to his serve and aim for the right side. The man replied that a blind man knew nothing about ping pong and told him to focus on cleaning. The blind man only let out a cold laugh. As the man prepared his serve, he remembered the blind man's words and decided to try. He added more spin and aimed for the opponent's right side, just as the blind man had said. The opponent immediately missed. Seeing that even a blind janitor was so skilled left the man completely stunned. Another ball flew straight toward the blind man's head, but he raised his broom and returned it effortlessly, earning the admiration of everyone around. The club owner rushed in, asked all customers to leave, and called an emergency team meeting. She took a stack of bank cards from a drawer and placed them on the table. She announced that the club would be closing that day because a former member, who had been expelled, had returned with the provincial champion to challenge them. If they lost, they would have to give up the club. Knowing her players couldn't defeat a provincial champion, she decided to hand out her life savings as compensation. But her loyal players vowed not to abandon the club without a fight. She insisted that she didn't want to drag them down and begged them to leave for their own good. Then she handed a special card to the blind man, saying he had it harder than anyone and should accept the money. The blind man thought about how she had saved his life and knew he couldn't just stand by while the club suffered. Still, he accepted the card she offered. Seeing this, everyone accused him of being ungrateful. The coach even tried to hit him, but the club owner stopped him, saying the money was well-deserved. Just then, the trader arrived with his team. The main player he brought was ranked 3rd in the world. The trader said that if anyone could defeat them, they would lose the challenge. The eldest member of the team stepped up first, but was no match for the provincial champion. He couldn't return a single ball and lost 11-0. Seeing the rivals' high level, the coach decided to play next. At first, the match was close, but after fewer than 10 rallies, the blind man noticed something strange. Each shot was draining the coach's energy until a powerful smash made him drop his racket. When he tried to pick it up, his wrist was too weak. He had to withdraw from the match. The club owner then decided to step in herself, but the opponent's powerful serve came with a gust of wind and grazed her face, leaving a cut. The trader pulled out a contract and laughed, demanding she sign it and hand over the club. Filled with sorrow, she was about to sign when the blind man finally stepped forward.